Welcome to a casted game of Age of Empires 4. Spawning in on the left-hand side of the map in the color yellow, we've got Salami 1. Now, what is he doing here? Okay, so this is already something completely different to what we're usually used to. All 6 villagers going off onto the gold mine here. Okay, so we'll check back in with Salami in a second, see what he's up to here. But on the northern side of the map, in the color orange, Salami's opponent today is going to be Hero Ji. And he's going to be playing the Mongols. We can see he's opened up with an Uvu over here. And he's on the straggler trees here with the Gur. This is interesting. So it looks like he's going to be going for a early barracks. I'll be very surprised if it's not. So looking to do a bit of a tower rush today onto Salami. Now, maybe Salami's thought this through, and that's why he's done this long distance mining. But I mean, that's quite a heavy distance to move. I mean, he's had to do all 6 villages over here and then sent out another 4 to gain that remaining 40 gold. But we can see now he's at that maximum population, maximum capacity. Well, not maximum, but all the gold he needs to age up. And now he's building a couple houses in a base. So this is something that I speculated quite a while ago with the Mongols up against the Malians. Obviously, the Mongols having the tower rush, being able to double produce spearmen in the Dark Age is obviously really handy up against the Malians, as they can start to burn down these houses that sit around the pit mine. And obviously for Salami, this gold mine is very far away, and I don't think he would be able to defend them at all. So he's decided to do this build order where he gathers all the gold at the beginning of the game, which means he can just sit in base and age up, and that means all of this time and energy and resources put into these spearmen actually aren't going to be achieving anything. Unfortunately for Salami, it means that he's had quite a lot of walking distance at the beginning, and it also means that he's not gathering any extra gold right now. But I think it's worth it. I mean, you know, you would have invested 150 wood into the pit mine, 25 wood per house, and I feel like it would have just got burnt down. So we're gonna have to see what Hero Ji, we'll just call him Hero, is gonna be up to, because these spearmen are gonna be able to do absolutely nothing until later on. So I wouldn't be surprised to see when the age up comes through for Salami, he goes onto the straggler trees here, and then probably looks to go into some javelin throwers immediately. But then again, he doesn't have any gold to start instantly producing those, so maybe he looks to go into archers. That would make a lot of sense, but we're going to have to see. We see Hero Ji is going to be moving out with that villager now. And, I mean, you know, he's still going to be able to move out with this villager and tower up this gold mine, but not going to be burning down anything instantly. But it means Salami's gonna have a little bit of struggle to reclaim this gold. And as we can see on the minimap, his closest gold is... It was this gold here, but, I mean, it's a bit of a risky gold to go for. So maybe you'd want to go for, like, one down here. So Salami still might be in some trouble here. I mean, we do see heroes moving completely past that gold mine. Probably looking to tower up the wood line over here, which makes a lot of sense. But I feel like you could really make Salami invest into some rams or something if you just tower up the gold mine over here. But we're going to have to see what he's up to. Where's he going to be placing this tower? I mean, he's got a perfect position right here, but Salami's not that far away from aging up. He's halfway through building the Mansa Quarry right now. There it is. The tower's been placed. Being relocated just outside of the range of that town center. We do see Salami did age up with... Or, not age up. Opened with the double scout. So maybe we see him drop down a stable and grab the warrior scouts upgrade. Might make a lot of sense, but... I mean, then again, you are up against spearmen. So I think archers are going to be the call. We do see Salami's got 200 wood in the bank. Dropping a couple houses down as well. Just for that population. Just so he doesn't get capped right there. Town center going to be able to get some nice shots onto the spearmen right there. One spearman really low HP right there. We see these straggler trees are coming in really handy for Salami right now. I mean, these being standardized to having 3 right next to the town center, the same distance away, can be really handy. Because imagine if they spawned a little bit further out. That would have been a real pain for Salami. But the outpost is going to be going up. The age up comes through, and there is the archery range for Salami. We'll take a look back in the base of Hero. We can see he's not too far aging up himself. He's got the food, just a little bit of gold away, but He's got 6 villagers on the gold right there, so he's going to be aging up any second now. And Salami's going to be moving out with 12 villagers onto the wood line here. I mean, interesting choice because these spearmen are going to be able to immediately engage here. Salami needs to be careful not to lose that villager. 3 spearmen here. Still going to be able to do some damage. The first archer does come out, and that means Hero is going to be pulling back a little bit. We do see that outpost is there. Going to be able to grant Salami some nice little, or a Hero, some nice breathing room right here. And that means Salami has to invest into a ram, or he needs to go for like mass scout. And now we can see Spearman moving in. Salami's going to be losing a villager here if he's not careful. Manages to do some villager body blocking right there. The second archer is out as well. Khan in here just to do a little bit of tanking as well. And Salami did lose a villager. How did I miss that? Was it the Khan? I think it might have been the Khan right there. So unfortunate there for Salami. We can see he's already 2 villagers ahead. One of them being how he invested into that second scout, and then the second one being that villager loss. So now he looks to open up with a stable. Makes a lot of sense. You really want to burn down these outposts. So I wouldn't be surprised to see warrior scouts coming out. Yeah, there it is. Warrior scouts into some more scouts. So he's going to be able to try and burn down this outpost, and he's going to have some archers on the back line as well, just to shoot the spearmen if they ungarrison. For the age up coming through for Hero, it is going to be the deer stones. We have 5 villagers on that landmark right there. First pasture out as well, and we're going to have to see what he decides to do upon age up. I wouldn't be surprised to see some archers, or maybe even some horsemen. I feel like horsemen might do really well here, as they will be going up against the warrior scouts and the archers. But we're going to have to see. It's going to be an archery range. Okay, yeah. That definitely works as well. Going to be able to trade quite well up against the archers, especially as you've got some spearmen already in here. And now arrow slits. I wouldn't be surprised to see this coming through. Not yet for Hero. We do see him... he is upgrading arrow slits somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure. Is it here? Does it just not show, maybe? It says up here. Oh, there it is. There it is. So he's grabbing arrow slits somewhere. Oh, okay, it's over here. He's grabbing arrow slits over here. And now he's grabbing the arrow slits down here as well. 4 warrior scouts out for Salami. He really wants a nice mass of this. The scout's returning back home as well. He should be able to try and target down this tower soon. I mean, preferably you'd want to get it down before it grabs its arrow slit. It's going to be doing so much more damage now. Salami going to be moving out, but that damage is going to be here. 2 seconds time. Spearman jumping out, doing lots of damage right there. Archers and town center going to be focusing down the spearman. And we can see the warrior scouts are actually doing quite a bit of damage here. But Salami's losing quite a few warrior scouts. Only down to 3 now as well. Arrow slits just doing so much damage. I'm surprised Hero's not targeting down the archers first with the arrow slits. Just considering how weak they are. I mean, they're such a low health unit. It's just worth peppering these guys down first and then letting the spearmen do the damage onto the scouts. But he's managed to push it away for now. We do see no villager out here for Hero. He did... I think he pulled it all the way back here to the deer, but... You kind of want to keep it over here so you can repair this up, but not going to be the case this time. We see Salami has expanded out here onto the pit mine. He's got all of his houses around there, but only with the 1 pit mine at the minute. I wouldn't be surprised to see him move down to this larger gold mine, or maybe even this smaller one, but you really want to get those houses up around the gold mine for that passive gold. And it looks like it's going to be another barracks for Salami. No sort of spearman, no sort of cavalry unit coming out of Hero, so kind of a surprise there for Salami, but I guess it's good to have just a little bit of a front line. Warrior Scout's going to be moving out now for Salami, and we can see in the queue here, Professional Scouts is coming out, so he's going to be gathering up these little deer patches. We see patches of 3 and some larger deer patches out here as well. We do see Hero has gathered up all of the deer over here, so maybe Salami might have been able to snag a couple deers there, but unfortunately, oh, there's still one there. You might be able to grab that one, you know, just try and annoy Hero as much as possible, but Salami's gonna have bigger issues because look at what's moving into his base. 9 archers and 2 spearmen. With the 2 spearmen that remain in the outpost right now, he's going to be under some pressure because he's got no tower up on this wood line. And this smaller wood line right here is protected by this outpost. So Salami could have a little bit of issue right now. Being a little bit of a situation with his wood. Because where's he going to be getting it from? I guess he could move up to the north. We can see he's walling this up. But That's going to cause a lot of idle time, and the villagers are in trouble right now. That's going to be lots of dead villagers. He's got no army nearby. He can see he's got some archers here, but they're not going to be trading very well up against all of these archers right here. One sofa is out for Salami, but unfortunately, that's going to be focused down. Luckily, the archers not focusing down the right units here, and 2 spearmen still remaining in the outpost. Those guys could have been really helpful up against the sofa, and we can see Salami is going to be able to clean these archers. I feel like if Hero just had the 2 spearmen in here, he would have been able to have cleaned up the cavalry, and he could have taken some really good trades right there, but unfortunately not deciding to do that. However, that was quite a few dead villagers. We see Salami's behind by 5 villagers right now, and that caused a lot of idle time. He's going to be jumping in the tower with those last 2 archers. I mean, that was quite an army going down right there, but we can see another army coming up here. Are going to be turned away by that wall, though. Where are the scouts for Salami? I think there they are. They're bringing in the deer packs. And we can see Salami has returned to this wood line over here. So it looks like Hero really wants to put on a little bit of H2 aggression, but we can see his resource count right now. He's stopped production, and he's starting to save up for that castle age. We can see Salami now is going to be able to clean up that outpost. Unfortunately for Hero, wasn't able to repair this up at all. So very easy for Salami to burn that down, and the remaining units are going to be cleaned up as well. So it looks like still lots of warrior scouts coming out from Salami, not looking to age up at all at this point. We can see he's got 300 stone in the bank as well. It is going to be the Mansa Quarry that has been generating that stone. An outpost coming up in the woodline as well. Maybe we see Salami go for a second town center here, but you know, that could raise a bit of an issue here, because Hero is going to be aging up very, very shortly. He's on 2 town centers himself, which means Salami might be in a bit of trouble, because going for a second town center when your opponent is aging up is not really a situation you want to be in. It's a large investment for when your opponent is aging up. But luckily for Salami, he's taking some really good trades here. I mean, those warrior scouts just doing so much damage there, and just not enough spearmen on the front line for Hero. The Khan is probably going to be going down as well. It's going to be running away in time, though. A couple javelin throws coming up for Salami as well. He's got the gold income for that. And what is going on here? The coral tie? We haven't seen this landmark in absolutely ages. Definitely a crazy choice right here there. And something odd about Hero's base building right here. I mean, what is this? Why is there a pasture right here? That's such a random spot for a pasture. But anyway, the coral tie is going to be the landmark of choice, which is really surprising. I mean, when was the last time we saw this landmark over the other one? I mean, I can't even remember. That is interesting. We're going to have to see what he decides to do with this landmark, but I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve. We see 2 archery ranges being dropped down as well now, bringing the other one in its packed up form over here as well. Bringing it over here. Blacksmith upgrades coming in as well. Iron undermesh. So we got 4 archery ranges. Wow, he's looking to really heavy with the archers, I suppose. I mean, maybe he looks to go into crossbowmen, but is that really what you want up against the Malians right now when they've got javelin throwers and archers with sofas? Probably not, but we're gonna have to see what Hero's plan is right here. The Uvu has been relocated, and this probably makes sense as to why the pastures are over here. The Uvu is going to be able to boost them up. We can see they do train faster when around the Uvu. And now we can see Salami's going to be moving out. He's sticking to age 2. We can see he did go for a second town center by the woodline. Really protecting this woodline right now. He's got the outpost and the town center there, protecting those guys up. But he's going to be on the aggressive now. The roles have been switched, but the age up is going to come through very shortly, and if Hero can grab his upgrades in on these archers, he'll be looking in a pretty decent position, but he's going to need some spearmen as well. We can see his barracks is all the way over here, and he's not actually producing any at the moment. He's just got 1 spearman remaining over here, and we can see Salami's got quite a large amount of warrior scouts. However, I mean, if Hero can grab his upgrades, you can see he's got a couple of his ranged attack and ranged defense. If he can grab enough enough archers for a critical mass. These warrior scouts aren't going to be doing too much, but you really do want to see a couple spearmen in there just for that front line, you know, just get that nice brace off, buying your archers some time to target down the units they want to target down. And the veterancy upgrades are coming in. We're 40 seconds away. So Salami is looking to move in right now. Warrior scouts are going to be targeted down here. Yeah, very, very easy right there for Hero to hold. And the Coral Tide actually helping out here. We can see the passive healing does come in for them right there. And they've got a critical mass right here to one-shot the javelin throws right there. Sofa's going to be moving in as well. Still quite a bit of damage goes on to Hero's archers, but it's going to be enough for Salami to have to retreat. Nice javelin thrower volley right there. The Khan is going to be targeted down right there. Almost going down. 30 HP remaining on that. The Coral Tide has been moved forward for that passive healing. Closer up. And we can see Salami's going in. He's going in for the Khan. What is he doing? He's sacrificing so much of his army right now. The veterancy upgrades come through for Hero. And Salami's just throwing his whole army. We can see the sprinkled in placed outpost on the backline as well. Really helping out. I mean, the Deer Stones has been relocated forwards as well. I mean, Hero's base building this game is being really interesting, but the Coral Tide actually really helping out there. I wouldn't be surprised to... Yep, there it is. We have the movement speed upgrade for the Coral Tide in as well, so he's going to be moving that to the front line. We can just see archers are just being pumped out. Not even crossbow. Just mass archers seem to be working really, really well here. I mean, such a cheap unit. And when Salami's in the second age like that, like this, it's going to be really hard for him to deal with a mass like this. I mean, he's going to have to go for mass Sofa. And at the moment, he's only got one stable down. Building a second one now as well, but does he have enough time? We have rams coming down for Hero as well. The Coral Tide makes its way onto the front line. He can stick this, like, right here. And he'll be in a great position to just sort of slowly push forwards. But Salami's got a pretty decent base here. It's going to be quite hard to push forward. Two town centers pretty close to each other right here. And we can see a third stable coming down. Salami needs to go all in on the Sofa. And yeah, we still have no spearmen coming from Hero. I mean, that's pretty amazing. We do have lancers coming out from him though, so that also does work as a nice little front line, just to stop the charge coming in from Salami. And there it is. The Coral Tide goes up, giving that passive healing. And now, do we have any more rams coming through? Salami right now floating so much gold. I mean, he's got 15 villagers on gold. Or does he? Yeah, he does. Wow. Okay. What is he doing with the gold? Maybe he's looking. Maybe he was looking to age up and then go with the landmark that batch trains. The Fremba garrison that batch trains with gold. But he's a long way off aging up. He really needs to get out some sofas right now, and he really just doesn't have much. We see crossbows on the front line here as well. I mean, these guys are like the most useless unit to make up against the Malians. Well, not completely useless, but I mean, you'd much rather go for just archers at this point, especially as Salami is an H2. Salami bringing villagers forward, blocking out the Coral Tide right here. I mean, wow, that's actually surprisingly working quite effectively, but archers are here. Going to be able to deny those sofas from doing much damage, and villagers are going to be going down behind us as well. Hero is currently 18 villagers ahead. Coral Tide is trying to get placed right now, but the villagers just stopping that building from being built. But I don't think this is enough from Salami. I mean, we still got two lancers here on the front line, going to be targeting down those villagers. And we've got enough veterancy upgraded archers here as well to take out those javelin throwers. Traction trebuchet almost complete here on the back line as well. Going to be able to start targeting down Salami's base. The Coral Tide is still not up, but it's going to be going down any second now. And that would be really handy for Hero. Going to be giving that really nice buff. And there it is. The Coral Tide is going to be going down. And we can see the traction trebuchet on the back line here. Going to be targeting down that town center first. And we can see... Do they actually survive? I mean, yeah, the town center really not doing too much damage right here with that passive healing in. And Salami's going to have to relocate. Lancers on in the back line right here. Oh, Salami losing so many villagers right now. He's 52 to 83. Oh, no. Do we have any more rams coming down? We don't have any more rams, but we do have another traction trebuchet. I mean, this isn't too nice for Hero. I mean, surely you just want to pull back these archers for now, because that's quite a lot of dead archers, but more villagers are going to be targeted down as soon as they ungarrison out of that town center. And this town center is not going to be doing too much damage anymore. Really not looking too pretty for Salami. I mean, behind this, Hero's economy is just booming away. He's got a really nice front line here. 2 traction trebuchets are on the front line, taking out the second town center. And that's going to mean it's really hard for Salami to try and bring back that villager, or catch up to that villager lead. He can build 2 town centers, however. He's got enough stone and wood in the bank. Well, almost enough. But, I mean, that's really not what he needs right now. He needs an army. And unfortunately, his army just sits at the back of the base right here. Really not looking too significant right now. 5 sofas and 5 javelin throwers. And I mean, when there's an army like this, it just really doesn't look too pretty. Salami finding it very hard right now to find food as well. We can see he's investing all of that gold he has into some cattle as a food source. Because right now, he's got a couple deer here, but yeah, it's really not too much. He's got the berries as well, but this really is not looking too great for him. So many rams being built now as well. 4 rams, 2 trebuchets, and I mean, the units just keep on coming. Have a look at this. All of the archers, lancers, we got 3 stables, and GG gets called. Salami realizes he's not going to be able to hold this and calls GG. Wow, well, Salami had a very cool opening there with the long distance mining. I thought that might have worked out for him, but unfortunately not. Hero just really playing well this game. So if you did enjoy this, guys, please do feel free to leave a like. And I'm sure I'll catch you for some more Coral Tie games later on.